Let me know. Bam, 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 bam. We're live. Okay, so thanks, Bill, for running this test with us.
Yeah. I want to play with you guys, dude. I'm excited. I didn't get to last time.
Say that again?
I didn't get to last weekend.
Yeah, what were you doing last weekend? Definitely weren't cutting your hair.
I don't cut my hair. Well, I'm not going to go man bun like yours. So, I do have to say your kids rock it better than you do. They do a good job at it.
Nobody has been on the none of my friends, I use that term loosely, have no friend has come on the show and lasted more than 30 seconds without fucking taking a shot at the man bun. All of them.
It's true.
Well, you talked about my hair. I wouldn't have said a word. You opened up the door.
You pushed me first, Sevy. You pushed me first.
He threw a rock, so I had to throw a rock. No, it was my daughter's birthday yesterday. So we were in my birthday. So we went out to this. You ever heard of the Great Wolf Lodge?
No, sounds good though.
It's
glamping. Is it glamping?
No, it's a Wally World version, Wally World Water World version of like Disneyland. So it's like this big resort that has, and it's a chain of them. There's a big hotel, and they have an indoor water park. And it was up in Manteca, is where the one I went to.
Oh. That's cool. The water slides are gone there up there, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's indoors, so it goes year round. So we just went up there. It was cool. It was. I mean,
but the water slides are. But the water slides are toast. They open, right?
No, they all work.
Oh,
yeah, that thing.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was literally
Is it on the
like
property that the Manteca. But there used to be a place called Manteca Water Slides when we were kids. Do you remember that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't go to Manteca.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right. I mean, Southern California or Arizona,
right.
You know. So. But like,
daughter? How old's your daughter?
So both of my daughters my oldest turned 22, my youngest turned 8 yesterday.
Okay, so this is appropriate for the 8-year-old.
Yeah, dude, totally. Well, I mean, it actually was. I could see teenagers there too. I mean, like the slides were fun, like they were legit. They had some good ones. But it was little kid extravaganza, dude. It was nuts.
Hey, look how many viewers we have right now. This is like those other shows that go live.
No way.
I couldn't help it. Be nice, Sevy. Be nice. Bill Grundler.
What the fuck is going on here?
I'm gonna come hard at you. I'm gonna come fucking hard at you. You ready?
Is this an intervention?
You ready? You ready, fucking Bill?
Who, me?
Yeah, you ready? You ready for the fucking hard question?
Whatever you want to bring, dude. Come on.
Here it goes. Sarah Sigmunds' daughter. Maybe the first great hope CrossFit ever had. Like I remember when she popped on the scene, I'm like, holy fuck, we have another Rich Froning. Gets on the podium a couple times, had some ups and downs, hugely popular, fantastic smile, super charming, beautiful inside and out. Just wants to fucking be healthy enough to fucking compete. Right? Shows up at Wadapalooza, just wants to just like her perspective is like, fuck, if I can just not be injured and get out there on the floor. Right. And now if you see her content, she actually wants to win the games. And on the other hand, right, we have Mal O'Brien, who's got everything, the world in her fucking hand. We can't keep her name out of our mouth. Can make it to the games with a fucking thumb in her butt, but she pulls out. And this isn't a dig at her or a dig at Sarah, but it's just fascinating to me this morning. I was thinking about the perspectives, right? Like you think you might want to win the games, but let me say, you get hit by a car and put in a wheelchair and you're fighting for your fucking life. All of a sudden, like you just want to walk. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Like these are just amazing This is an amazing opportunity for us to see, like, no matter what you say, it just is relative at the end of the day. It's almost like we have to get her and Sarah in the car together and let them go. Like someone's asked me this morning, what's the cure for Mal? She needs to go on a fucking car ride with fucking Sarah or walk across the fucking desert and just be like, dude, just be thankful you can walk. Be thankful you don't have cancer. Be thankful. You know what I mean? Okay, so... Or am I oversimplifying?
No, but I think you're looking at...
and I'm not saying it's not relevant what Mal's going through. She just needs wisdom. She needs someone to impart wisdom on her. Like I used to want my kids to do good at jiu-jitsu until Avi got kicked in the stomach and something was wrong with his bladder for 8 weeks. And then since that happened a year and a half ago, and since then, like I don't give a fuck. I just need my kids to show up. Totally. I dropped the whole desire for them to be good.
Okay. So you have two completely different perspectives with Mal, even though she's been at the game for a while. She's still really young.
Right.
She came on, exploded, was right up at the top right away. Same thing with Sarah. So Sarah came in, she was second her first year, her rookie year, second.
I think she's been third both times she was on the podium.
Third. Okay, that's right.
But could have won it easy. Could have won it like
there were a lot of opportunities. There was a lot of opportunities for sure.
Yeah.
So when you do that, and this is the same thing I think even happened like with Laura Horvath, is when you hop up to the top in the very beginning, then there is a lot of pressure that comes in, a lot of expectation. And I think what was hard for Sarah is she felt all that pressure. What we saw with Sarah a lot, I mean, that's why she jumped from training camp to training camp to training camp to training camp, because she was trying to find the spark that would allow her to get where she was. And if this didn't work this year, then boom, she jumped to another camp. And all I saw was her really struggling with mentally, why can't I be strong enough to handle or be where I was when I was on the podium? Like, why can't I get that back? So there was that piece. As she went through years of that, it gets really frustrating. It grates on you. So then when all of a sudden you take that and you add, the leg issue, knee issues and shoulder issues and other injuries here and other injuries there, which is what happens when you're in any sport for any long period of time. You're going to get hurt. Like no athlete is out there and not hurt. Everyone's dealing with something, all of them. But that does play with your head. Now, if she would have, let's say she would have taken a year off earlier, she had the physical capabilities to come back because she always kind of keeps coming back. So she could have come back, and if there was a chance of maybe settling her head somewhere to get into a better headspace to do that, maybe that would have been a better call. I'm not saying it yes or no. I'm just saying maybe. Now with Mal, she's young enough and she's good enough that she can take a year off and be like, hey, I need to chill out. And this is I was going to actually call in on your show. I didn't, but I was going to. When we saw a lot of things with Mal this last year, she didn't do Dubai. There were a couple other ones that she decided to opt out of the season one. Then it was a lot of the
Rogue. She didn't do
Rogue. Okay, Rogue, right. Which were big decisions with the comment that came out of, this isn't what's important. I need to make sure that physically I'm ready for the games. Well,
was that a lie? Let me pause you here. Was that a lie?
I can't say if it was a lie or not. I don't think it is a lie. But what may have happened,
we made the assumption that when they said that, we thought they meant
maybe it was physical.
Prepare.
Maybe it was physical, but maybe there was some mental stuff being seen that the team was looking at, and it's like, hey, maybe we need to settle you down a little bit. The hard part of that is I watched her at the when she did the open announcement. I mean, she looked like fucking nails against
Miss Brandon.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's a trip because like Mal's game face, you see zero expression. So I don't know if we would see frustration, excitement, nervousness, cockiness. Like she has no expression.
God, that's a beautiful picture right there, by the way. Who's the girl on the right?
I don't know.
Who took that? Does it say who took that? God, that's a good ass picture. All right. Okay.
But I mean, maybe something was going on there. You know what I mean? And maybe
and we assumed it was physical, that she was like maybe working on some sort of physical stuff, but it could have been mental. Which
why break myself down for Rogue that doesn't count?
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, again, it's all speculation, but God, she's a beast.
Yeah.
How the hell are you that young and that beastly? That's insane.
God, that's another fucking great picture of her. Holy shit.
I wonder if it's
those are good pictures.
Eric.
Because check this out. So check this out. So you look at Laura Horvath, second her rookie year, and then she's not in the game nearly as much as she wanted to be or was expected to be. Kind of is in there, out of there, gets the handstand push up, and then all of a sudden just gets slapped by that handstand push up every single time it comes out. Dubai, she's out there just sitting down because she can't do it anymore. Rogue, it affected her there too, at the first Rogue competition. So I mean, you saw a lot of those types of things. But what was interesting with Laura is she didn't seem, at least from outside looking in, very obviously, didn't seem to affect her as much. She seemed to take it in stride. She seemed to be like, well, okay, it didn't work, but that's fine. I'll just get better for the next one. And then, she's
But
in
she
there.
didn't, right? She didn't.
Well, she didn't, but she didn't stop either.
Right.
Like, you can never take her out. That's the thing, like with her, Sarah, it's like, okay, is she going to be good or bad? Who knows what's going to happen? Mal, it's like, we never thought there was going to be an issue, but now all of a sudden, okay, now there's that possibility. Laura, no one ever took Laura out of the picture. No one ever like discounted her, even though it was like handstands. She's still there. And depending, if they don't have handstands, even with Tia out, Mal still in, there's still, okay, well, who's the one that's going to win, Mal or Laura? There's still that discussion. So it's really interesting watching, I think, a lot of the mental grit on some of these different athletes and what they do to try to stay in the game. Because that is a very, I think that's kind of the last frontier for athletes. All the athletes are physically badass. Unless there's a particular skill that they have an issue with, like one particular skill. But
dude, that must be crazy for Laura to walk out on the floor knowing, oh fuck, I can't do this. That must be crazy.
But what's crazy when you watch it is like, do you see it in her face?
No.
No. Do you see it on her Instagram?
I did see it in Haley's face when she couldn't lift the weights that year.
100%. Well, that's what I mean. That's like that difference that I'm talking about.
Okay.
And why she has that, I'm not really sure. Maybe it was her competitive rock climbing stuff in the past. Who knows?
Sevi and AI Sevi.
I'm the much less gray, much taller, much stronger. Sevi.
What all of that is true. What about this wasn't going to be the point of the show. But what about Laura? Will she go down in history as just never having handstand push-ups, or is there still a chance that we could see her fix that, or is it that's it? That's what we have. We have a car with it's like a great quarterback that throws a lot of interceptions or something. It's like that's just the way it is.
The hard part is that she's working on it. She says,
dude,
she's working
this
on it.
video
We've seen her doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The hard part is that as she's getting better, they keep ramping up the skill. That's the hard part.
Like she's not able to catch up almost.
Yeah. So it's like right when she gets, okay, she'll get decent at deficit handstand push-ups. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well now it's wall facing deficit handstand push-ups. And then it's parallel deficit handstand push-ups against, wall facing. Whatever. It's like, it's tough. And what's weird is she's not bad at handstand push-ups until it gets past the floor. Like her regular handstand push-ups, she's not bad at. She's not like the best, but she's not bad. Like no one would be like, uh-oh, she's out. It's the second it goes to deficit where she has, those issues.
Hey, go back to that work, that post. Did anyone like my comment? I want to see if anyone no.
Nope. Oh, congratulations. Nice job. Golf clap.
I every time I comment there, I just pray she sees it. We got a weird relationship. We have a weird relationship because I want to have one and she doesn't. Eaton Beaver, $2. Thank you.
Nice, Eaton.
No, Mitchell, please pipe down. Hey, Sousa, chime in, buddy. Don't let these guys bully you. Shut it. Mitchell, shut it.
I didn't have my notes for the show. I didn't even know what we were doing.
I didn't know we were doing a show either. Hey, let's go test it. Okay, cool. Bill, I got a big question for you right now. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, but there is that piece, right? There's if you ask Jeffrey Bezos right now, hey Jeffrey,
now we're talking.
I'm sorry?
I said now we're talking.
Yeah, if I ask Jeffrey Bezos, thank you. Please don't talk again, Susan.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Jeffrey Bezos, if I should do this. Sorry.
Jeffrey, this is God speaking. I'm gonna make you a deal, buddy. You, Jeffrey, will get an additional 70 years of life. But you have to give Amazon.com to Bill Grundler. Do you accept the deal, Jeffrey?
Absolutely, God. I'll take it.
Was that God or was that Satan? He was getting that too.
That's a done deal. That's a done. And so what I'm expressing here is that Mal O'Brien has just it's perspective.
100%. Each athlete has that though. See, I think that's.
I think Sarah's willing to go to Wadapalooza and not win, and drag all. She has so much fucking attention, right? She's ready to put it all on the line, expose herself, cry on the field the 1 year, then come back the next year, and with a smile on her face, because to her, she has the perspective of like, dude, I've been out of the game because my body stopped working. Right? That's what I'm saying. And it's fascinating to see both of these at this high level.
None of the athletes from her time frame felt the need that like, hey, I can't not compete. I have to compete. I got to get in there and compete. I got to compete so that I can get money till I can go here. Mao's in the new group where it's like, she didn't come up with that. So it's really easy to be like, once you get in, hey, you know what? You got Matt Fraser telling you, hey, you don't need to do this competition. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have to. Sweet. Everyone else, I mean, all the older, and I you got to air quote Sarah Sigmunds ought to be an older athlete, but like all of the ones that have been there for a handful of years, they were of the camp of, all right, what's the next event that I got to go to be on there? And maybe for her, it was even I need to make sure mentally I can do this. So I have to get back out there. I was afraid before. I didn't know if I could do it. I didn't know if I was going to be strong enough, tough enough, whatever. I need to hop back down there and prove it to myself that I can do it. I mean, I've seen her in Dubai not lift as heavy as she needed to win an event, but to tie an event. And then you see her in Wadapalooza when she doesn't need to lift as heavy and she overlifts what she needs to do and then hurts her knee. So it's like a really weird balance, I think, that she's trying to figure out. And I think for each of the individual athletes, you can't just put this is the pattern. You're a good athlete, so this is the formula. This is the pattern. Every single one of those athletes are coming into it with their own, wins and losses, their own fears and successes, their point of view, their perspective, or whatever it is that they're looking at to try to make it work for them. So I think it's not just an easy. And do they have the headspace or not? I think there's a lot of other variables that go into it, but that headspace is going to be way different between someone like Sarah, I think, and someone like Mao.
Do you think that the people in Mao's support tried everything? Like, okay, we'll get you a therapist. We'll get you a CNI dog. We'll give you a 2-week break. And do you think that someone also came up to her? Like, do you think maybe her dad or maybe someone who's expendable is like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? Sack it up, motherfucker. Go out there and win this shit. You're going to look back next year and regret this shit. You think that they tried, not that any one of them ever worked, not that one of them is right. Well,
it does work for some people.
I think there are some people that Fraser wanted to pull out after 4 years as champ. Can't blame him. And I think Matt O'Keefe gave him the talk. Like, listen, numbnuts, just fucking go out there and put it to Rich. And I think he did. No, Sousa, tell me. No,
I just don't think anybody gives Matt the talk. I think Matt talks.
Oh. Okay.
And, I think the formula or the headspace or the mentality that works for Matt is not going to work for everybody.
Okay. Oh, so look at
that by the pressure of her looking up to him and feeling almost like you've given me all this opportunity, give me all this, I can't let you down, builds in the same way resentment would build. And when we stop communicating about issues that I'm having with you. So if that pressure is mounting the whole time and Matt's feedback from her is, hey, this is working. We're marking these markers. You're a champ. You're awesome. And meanwhile, the whole time she's like, I can't deal with this pressure. At some point, that just feels too much. And then she breaks.
By the way, I don't blame any of that. I don't blame any of that on Matt either, by the way.
Neither do I.
I think you have to have that if you're going to be a champ.
I'm not blaming it on Matt.
Look where Matt came from.
Yeah.
His parents were Olympic figure skaters. So he grew up in an Olympic
hard sport. That's
in an Olympic level. Like that's the mindset all the time. So from a young age, he had
pressure, eating disorders, no money, everything. Fucking coaches he's screaming at you and abusing you. Yeah.
In that world, there is no suck it up, pussy. What do you mean you're tired? I don't care. Get out. I mean, so you start with that. And I'm not saying his parents did that to him, but that's the old school way.
He started to allude to that, Bill. He started to allude to the fact that his dad put a lot of pressure on him.
Hey, his weightlifting coach.
I've only heard it recently.
And then weightlifting, same thing. He was at the Olympic Training Center, same deal. Mm-hmm. So when that is your mold, Like, and this is one of the things, like, and this isn't a cut on Matt at all. I mean, Matt,
Not at all.
God, watching that guy do what he could do as an athlete was amazing. But as a coach, like, he kind of came from one mold. So now you have a young athlete, and that's not like, that mindset is not the same as it was then. The way the athletes are now, I don't think they respond the same way. And that's not a good or a bad. I think it's just different. It's
It's bad. I'll tell you, it's bad.
I don't. It's not my frame, but I think
Bill, you grew up with wrestling. You grew up with wrestling. You know what makes tough guys.
I do.
You know what Nate Tate makes tough motherfuckers. People need to be slapped around.
So
if you don't get slapped around, you're never going to be tough, right? Period.
Oh yeah, you got to get your ass handed to you.
Is there another road to getting tough? I don't think so. I think it's a narrow fucking road.
I think there's multiple ways to slap somebody around, though, to use your terms. I think the delivery matters. I think the message could be the same, but the delivery matters.
100%. Now, when you only come from one mold your entire life, how do you have, like, a good teacher knows how to teach all these kids the way that they learn, not the way that they learn. Each of the kids learn, not the way that the teacher learns individually. So I'm sure that everyone in Mal's camp tried all of the things.
Okay,
if they didn't, I would be upset with that camp. Like, if that's the case, then it's time for her to get out.
Even if it means losing her, you got to try everything. You got to put the effort. And especially if you believe it, because okay. Let me ask you this: do you think anyone in Sarah's camp? Sarah has this story that she needs to compete in order to sharpen her sword in the Sarah way. Do you think anyone in Sarah's camp last year at Wadapalooza told her not to compete? Do you think she also has people being like, yo, you're not ready. You're fucking not ready. And then she went out there, and remember, she pulled, not this last year, but the year before, and she pulled out with a potential injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think it takes time for a coach or a camp to really learn their athlete. And 1 year is a tough time frame to really learn that athlete, because, like, you might see the basic, okay, they're really good at this or really good at that, this is how they warm up, this is how they cool down, kind of a thing. But, like, where do they really, like, you have to be able to get deep within that athlete to really understand them. So I hope that they said, hey, when you go to Wadapalooza, it's only for fun. Like, you don't go unless you really need Wadapalooza, like, to put it all out and risk. Like, what's your risk ratio on that? Like, are you gaining a lot by risking a lot?
Oh, that's a good. So you have someone smart enough to pose you that. What's the risk to reward?
Yeah, like, what are we getting here? Like, and that weight that she was lifting, that was a pretty heavy weight. It's like, did she need to go that heavy? Even for the crowd that she was with, it's not like she was running, for, like, first place or anything like that at the time. So why take the shot? Maybe it'll be like, hey, okay, we'll go 85%. And I don't want you going, like, as a coach, I don't want you going any higher than that. Yeah, I know, but I want to do. I don't think you should. No, I mean, you got to protect your athlete. You got to protect your product.
From themselves, because if you don't know your athlete, you know that they can't go 85%. They're gonna get out to the competition floor, and something changes in their head, and they go.
And that's knowing that athlete. If there are athletes that don't give a shit what the stakes are, they're out there on the floor. It's old school CrossFit. It's like, what are we doing today? We're just training. I'm gonna fucking break an arm trying to beat you. I don't care. So
Thomas Fish, Sarah doesn't have a camp. Then you can substitute the word circle of support. Trainers, Snorri, her boyfriend, whoever, just circle of support, I guess.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant. Do you have any piercings, Bill?
No.
Have you ever had any piercings?
No.
I like how he leaned in for that one. Like he was like on the stand. Your Honor, I did not see. I did not see the sodomy go down. I did not watch. And what do you think about? It appears, I have not confirmed, that Danielle Brandon has nipple piercings from some pictures I saw on her account. Did you find those? This is a little off topic here, but do you find those attractive at all, or what do you think about people who puncture holes in their nipples?
I don't have a problem with people doing whatever they want to do.
See, that was the delivery right there. You kind of skewed the delivery.
You did. You did.
I fucked it up.
Yeah, maybe like an accessorizing feature.
Oh, thank you. Okay, sorry. Take two. Or maybe here.
Bill, hi. How are you?
I was just accessorizing my voice. Bill, what do you think about? I love that orange shirt. God dang, she is something special. I can't believe she's going to come on the show today. She punctured a hole in both her nipples. It appears.
I think it's a little aggressive to say that she punctured a hole in her. Not like she has like gauges in her, like, you know, people get the gauges in their ears, like she has that in nipples necessarily.
Have you ever had a girlfriend with pierced nipples?
No, I haven't.
Maybe you and I are too old for that. Maybe she will show you. I love what Danielle's done with. Thank you, Barry. I love what Danielle's done with her nipples. It's absolutely stunning. It's breathtaking, and I am anxious.
Because you like seeing 6 nipples instead of just 2.
I'm anxious to critique the work. I wonder if when they do that, if like when the bars are sitting in there, if there's like a straight line between them. You know what I mean? If they're level to the ground, if they're parallel to the ground.
Only
if
the magnetic ones.
What if one was tweaked like this and one was like this, and you had OCD? Would you be like, "Oh fuck"?
They do it with a label,
a laser thing.
A laser level. They just get the laser level and they shoot it across, and then they got the markers. It's all good.
I wonder if there's can you think of any sponsorship deal she could get that would be, maybe there's on Amazon, there's a home piercing kit that could have sponsored her.
I don't think that there would be enough, like a company big enough to think about that. Would there be companies that would do it? Yeah, but like, would it be worth her while to do it? Probably not. Hey, you know what? We'll sponsor you with another piercing. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. There's only so many holes you can put in you. Sevi. A nipple ring talk, while fun to kick around, is what keeps you at 21,000 subscribers. Listen, you jerk off. I'm growing at a perfect speed. You act like there's a connotation like that. There's I'm growing at an absolutely perfect speed. This is our biggest month ever by subscribers, hours watched, views. We're on pace. And if it's good enough for Danielle Brandon, it's good enough for me. Listen. Nipple spacers.
I mean, yeah, right. Wouldn't that be a bury my cock in her right between the nipples? Isn't that what it would be?
Okay. It seems like the system is working.
No, we need someone to call in.
Oh, okay.
Can someone please call in?
How excited, in all honesty, don't give me any fucking bullshit samurai answer here. How excited are the girls that fucking Mal and Tia is gone?
Says the guy with the samurai hairdo.
Right?
Top left.
How fucking excited. Get your shirts now at vindicate.com, VNDK8.com. Purchase your CEO shirt now. Travis, hi.
There we go. Just had to get my ad read in.
Wow.
Perfect.
This is incredible. My shit's working now.
Just had to make sure everything was working.
Okay.
Nobody else has the balls to call in.
Is the how's the video? Video's good? Video quality's good?
Yours, since it's smaller, it was hard to tell, but yours still look grainy.
Oh, I am grainy? How about
for sure?
How about now?
I'm not at my computer.
All right.
I'm actually going on a walk right now.
All right. What do you mean get him, Bill? Bill's being chill.
I'm pretty chill.
Bill's not beating anyone up. Okay, cool. Thank you, Mr.
But
Travis.
I didn't have any no audio issues when I was listening.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Kenneth DeLapp, video is better. All right, thank you.
There you go.
All right.
Cool.
Bye.
See you later.
I had serious issues with the show. I had Dave in studio, and then this morning I was going to do a show with Sarah Sigmunds' daughter, and everything fucking came to a crash.
Dang.
So
I got to go back and watch yours and Dave's.
So here, oh yeah, that would be good. You don't even have to watch it. Just hit play and leave the room, and let me get the view.
I want to watch it though, dude. I like the Glassman one. I thought that was a good one too.
Thank you. Oh, I just I hooked him up with a new headset and mic, so hopefully the audio will be better because people were complaining about the audio. And he actually said he'd call in this morning, and I waved him off because Sarah was going to be on, and then Sarah didn't come in. Sarah waved me off. Everyone was waving everyone off this morning.
A lot of waving.
A lot of waving.
Okay. So it looks like the schedule's out for this weekend. The North America West semifinal, and it looks like we'll be going on. What's your availability this weekend?
I think I can't do the 9 o'clock one tomorrow, but I'm up for all the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so I'll be-
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tomorrow.
dude.
Wow.
Right.
Came in quick.
Wow. All right. All right. Thank you. I think that's I think that's good. Any subjects you'd like to bring up? I feel pretty good about that test. I feel like I should work out and take a nap and be nice and charged for Miss Brandon.
Yeah.
Do that. Are you gonna ask her about the nipple rings?
Oh,
DB, in your cool voice that you have, do you use a laser level to adjust the bars in your nipples?
I want to ask her about that. I want to ask her about her relationship with Mr. Torres. I want to ask her about her relationship with Emma.
Mm.
I want to ask her if she. Okay, yeah, we'll answer that question real quick. Everyone's stoked that Tia and Mal's gone, right? The women are fucking stoked.
Yeah.
And they're stoked that fucking Brooke's gone, right? I mean, not open, not openly, but somewhere deep.
Where this voice resides, they're very, very happy.
You know what I mean? Like that guy inside of him is like, oh.
Yeah, of course.
Mal,
I mean, every athlete wants to know that they won the tough heat, but when it comes down to it, when you haven't had your chance yet to get up there, all right, yeah, if the big dogs are out, okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I said it a couple weeks.
There's not going to be many people that'll be like, that sucks. Dang it.
Well, they'll say that. They'll say
outwardly.
That yeah,
outwardly. But I wanted the toughest field. Inside, they're like, oh, thank God.
I got the toughest field at the time. We're good.
Right.
I a couple weeks ago I said if Danielle Brandon wins the CrossFit Games, it'll be the best thing that ever happened for CrossFit, especially the games in the history of the sport. And
I don't know about the history of the sport, but I think that would be a huge. I think that'd be a huge thing. You want to know what I think would be a bigger thing? If Emma Lawson never wins the games.
If Emma Lawson wins the games,
she's got a lot of years she can do it too.
I agree. I just think that there is a current appeal that Miss Brandon brings to the
okay, and I like Danielle. She's rad. She's very cool.
There's a certain scent about her that I think is lets you know that the kitchen is open and it's time to eat. I mean, there's a.
I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm hearing what you're saying. But let me ask you.
I'm trying to stay R.
Let me. No, I got you.
Okay.
I dig Danielle. One, she's just a super nice person.
You're a healthy man.
Athlete.
You're a healthy man, Bill. You're a healthy man.
Do you think she's the affliction shirt of the current CrossFit Games status?
Oh.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
As loud and as brash and as all kinds of crazy things happening.
You mean in terms of how that's going to go away and she's going to be like, we're going to perceive in 5 years, we're going to look back and think she's a tool?
Well, you just said that she has a certain flavor that current CrossFit may be into.
No, I
which
think
everyone liked the affliction shirts too. Everyone was like, yeah, affliction, skulls, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then it was like, dude, are you still wearing that loud shirt? We'll put that thing away. Just asking.
Why does your shirt say tap out on it? Here's the thing.
Are you a fighter? No, I do CrossFit.
I think Emma Lawson is the fucking, I don't know what the word is, cat's meow.
Dude, either of them are badass. No, they're both great.
She's a porcelain queen. I think she's like perfection. I mean, all of those people have youth going for them, right? Emma Carey, Lawson, Mal O'Brien, all those young girls, Mikulishin. There's something about them that's just like so, like a geyser of spring water. But there is a holy fuck, like you would never think a bad boy could win this sport.
She's the rock star. She's the rock star of the women for 100%.
That's why it's so hard to pick her, because you're looking at her and you get this vibe from her that like she stays up too late and she parties too hard, and yet clearly she's not.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You know what I mean? There's a Dennis Rodman component to her.
which is cool. And yes, I think that she would be.
Sorry, is there someone more modern? I'm sorry to pick Dennis Rodman.
No,
Can someone pick someone else? It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, fuck. That was when there were only 3 channels on TV. I'm sorry.
All right, what about a Conor McGregor?
No. She's. I don't think she's.
You don't
like
think
that.
she's loud like that?
I just think she's more marketable.
Flashy like that?
I
Wow.
think to use that term, like she's more marketable. Like she'll appeal. To
Conor McGregor's just
audience.
one-dimensional. I feel like.
I
I think she's like,
marketable. How, Matt?
Like meaning she's strong. She's obviously, if she would win in this case, she'd obviously be super fit, but she's very feminine looking, but she's kind of got this like unapologetic attitude. So she speaks like with this like authentic tone to her, right? So you feel like she's not bullshitting you, which a lot of the times everybody's like, well, we worked real hard out there and had a great time. And I just hope my competitors, did well and everybody went home safe. And with Danielle, she's like, fuck yeah, I did it. I don't give a shit.
I completely agree with that. 100%.
Has a bunch of those different qualities that allow her to kind of appeal to a broad
But do you think that would be one of the biggest things that could happen for the CrossFit Games on the women's side? Because when I look at it, it's like,
because here's why
it would be like a flash. It would be
Yeah.
a flash. But if you have someone like if you're trying to appeal to the world, like, okay, you're always going to have the bad boys in there. Always.
I think she's dating her fucking coach. It's inappropriate. She has tattoos. It's inappropriate. She got her nipples pierced. It's inappropriate.
Well,
she finished the finish line and gave the bird. It's inappropriate. And yet she has this fucking work ethic that every fucking parent wishes their kid had. And her story is like so compelling. And she's fucking hot as shit, but not only to dudes, but to girls. Not only to gay dudes, but straight dudes. Not only to lesbians, but straight girls. Like everyone wants to fucking watch a movie with her on the couch and just have a blanket that's a little too small. And and so she has all that. And so I just think when she goes on Good Morning America, every affiliate picks up 2 people.
You don't think she would be like too over the top where people are like, well, I can't ever achieve that.
No,
I'm not going to go to a CrossFit gym because I can't do that.
I don't know. You know that answer better than me, but that's why I think she's better than Conor McGregor, because Conor McGregor is just like, he's really over the top. Like, he calling people's wives whores and shit right in the ring and shit.
Do you not remember Dennis Rodman, your own example? Like, do you not remember that guy and how he was?
But he had a little homosexual in him.
Dude, he had a little everything in him. Like, what are you talking about?
Like, when you have a little homosexual, you can get away with murder and still be like, you know what I mean? Like, he hung out with Kim Jong-un and fuck Madonna. But you also know that, like, he took a few Hummers from fucking Lucky Camera Straps. Danielle Brandon's post-win interviews are the best. How will you be training for the games? Danielle, try to get fitter. Hey, I'll tell you this. I don't like her post-game interviews. Sometimes I see her and I think she's almost embarrassed or like dimming her own light. Like when she takes pictures with people and stuff. Do you ever see that? Like she smiles too big, like she's on mushrooms or something. Like I see her dimmer, and she didn't have to do that. And by the way,
then maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't know exactly who she is then, or what her light's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I mean, I got a lot of marks. I got a lot of tattoos on me. Look at me, I'm doing this thing. But then you want that, because what you're saying is you want her to have that voice, that you were saying, Susan, that authenticity, and then all of a sudden she's like, I'm just trying to get fitter.
Yeah, well, it's not that
you want her to go like, no, I'm gonna go fucking eat a burger tonight.
Yeah,
and then I'm prepping to break people. Like that's what I have. Like with the way that you're talking, and I agree. Like, and she's a sweetheart. She's a really nice. She's a really nice
person. She just dims her own light.
But it would be cool for her to go, I'm ready to fucking break people.
Yeah. And she will do that sometimes. Like we see that slip out of her, and it's like, yeah.
Well, that's like, the shots of her flipping off the camra.
And if you ask her why she did that, she doesn't even know. That's what's so great.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, it's so great.
Someone told me to do it and flip off the camera.
No, do you think that? I think it just sprung.
No,
I
don't think
this
so.
mask thing. Fuck you guys.
Yeah,
look at me, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Eaton Beaver. Do you think Buttery Bros took a dig at Brooke Ents in their last video by calling Brooke Wells their favorite Brooke? Yeah, I'll have to watch it. Now I'll have to watch it. I never want to watch their stuff, but everything I watch of theirs, I'm always happy I did. So I'll watch it. I get on the assault bike after I kick Bill and Susan to the curb.
There you go.
So are you rooting for someone this year for the games? On the female side?
Not.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
big Emma Lawson.
I don't.
You want her to?
I want Emma. I want Emma to do well. And I think maybe it's because I have younger daughters, and I want them to see that you can be a feminine girl, not like and not that I don't like Danielle's look. I mean, I get that, and I understand that as a guy, I can appreciate that for sure. But there are a lot of girls that'd be like, that's a little bit too much for me. Where those girls will always say, even if you have a very, I mean, dude, Emma Lawson's like all American. You know what I mean? And I think
I'm a huge Emma Lawson fan. I'm a huge Emma Carey fan.
I mean, they're great.
I love Emma Carey. I like her dad. I like her garage at her house. I like everything about her. Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't have I'm not a fantasy football, fantasy fitness scene. Like I'm not one of those guys. I like to watch people do what they do. And what's more impressive to me is to see an athlete perform when they need to perform. I like watching that. Like, can they pull it out? Because there's a lot of, I mean, as an athlete, like you know what that is. You're not always going to be on. You want to be on, but you're not always going to be on. Are you able to
bother
be
you
on?
that Emma Lawson's Canadian? That's a deal breaker for me. I didn't even know. I forgot about that. Thank you, Mike. That's a deal. Emma Carey, you're up to bat. Hey, fuck it. This we're still going.
And I said all American.
Hey, you know Torres is doing. You know Torres is a fucking magician, right? Are you impressed with him? Are you like, what the fuck is going on over there?
No, but man, he's done a fucking amazing job. Jeez. From
what a cast of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Munsters over there, the Addams family. What a fucking group of weirdos he's put together.
There's something powerful about that. When you're when you're not counted, when everyone else is like, oh, but they're not this team, and they're not that team, and they're not this team, and they're not that team. When you get to be the Bad News Bears, there's no pressure on you. And you just get to go big. Because like no one's expecting anything from you. So there's no pressure. You just go.
Look at these fucking weirdos. Look at Benji. On the right there, that's an agent. Then you got Cooper, Goofy Cooper. Who the fuck is that guy next to James Sprague? Is that real or is that a marionette? Then you got James Sprague, Mr. Fucking Happy. Then you got Fisa Goffey, Emma Carey, Matt Torres, Danielle Brandon, Danielle Pepper. Then you get, I don't know who that is. And then who's this fucking Angelo DeChico guy? Fucking second from the left. This fucking... what the fuck is going on here? Hey, Fisa Goffey's tripping, huh?
Yeah.
She's just...
it's Dallin's wife.
I wonder if she's come down. That's... on the far end, that's Dallin's wife?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? Who's the guy who looks like fucking Angelo DeChico got sunburnt?
That's so funny.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Mika.
Oh, no, not that guy.
One more over.
Oh, that's the shoemaker guy. That's the guy with the podcast. I plagiarize his shit once in a while.
Yep.
Thank you for your podcast. No, who's the other guy? Do you know who I'm talking about? The guy who looks like Angelo DeChico? Doesn't he look like DeChico to you? Go back to that group photo.
Yeah.
Second from the... Oh, did I say second from the left? Sorry. Oh, yeah, second from the left.
I think that... Didn't the name come up for
A. Ferrer? Oh, is that Fee's husband?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That dude moved to Naples for his chick.
CPA, MBA.
Oh, you can fucking get a job anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, handshakes, Jim. Is it?
What happens when you're competing at that level? Bill, do you bone a lot or do you bone way less? Do you just go to sleep? Do athletes bone a lot or do they?
Yeah,
they do.
Have you ever heard like at the Olympics, I
know they do, but I'm just thinking. I just imagine like if you're dating one of these girls, she just wants to go to bed every fucking like.
Well, maybe. Okay. So then you got the morning sex. You're good.
All right, fair.
Start your day off right.
All right. Yeah. That is actually that is the best time, I think. Don't you think?
I think personally, anytime's a good time.
Fair.
I mean,
I don't know if that's Dollar Tree version of DeChico. I wasn't saying that. That I just saying some river. That dude just got that happy-go-lucky DeChico
He's a
look.
spouse. He's off limits now. He's not an athlete. I don't
Yeah,
count
yeah.
as an
Yeah,
athlete.
he's off. Thank you.
He's off limits.
All men think that. Because you get, oh yeah, well that's good.
All men think what?
The morning's a good time, or what Bill said, anytime's a good time.
well, I mean, anytime would, I mean, like it's going to be.
Oh my God, the
pretty
wind
rare.
has changed directions. Get in the bedroom.
It's a good time.
That you think, who do you think's going to win the games? Just like I'll let you change your mind later, but just like right now. I can't even say because but I have a very strong opinion who I think is going to win the games.
God, dude, I honestly.
Does any part of you not want to say because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings? That's why.
No, it has nothing to do with what. No, it's hard to say because I don't know what the program's going to look like, and I think that will have.
You don't know if juggling's in there yet.
Yeah. Right. It may be like.
Sorry, Adrian. Adrian, be cool. Be cool. Be joking. Be cool, Adrian. Be cool.
Yeah, so I don't really know. I don't like the fact that it depends on what the program could be, but it kind of does because when
I hate it. I hate
this
it.
is like a lot of the things that we're doing. It's like that's just that's kind of weird. I don't know. If
Laura doesn't win, does Laura win Europe?
I think
Horvat?
so. I think so.
Okay, give me top three. Who you think is going to win?
I think Laura will be in there. I want Danielle Brandon to be in there.
Do you think Danielle will be in there?
I think, dude. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude. It depends, man. It depends. If she gets the right events and she's in the right headspace, she's gonna be really tough to beat. And if she doesn't get knocked, I mean, I've seen her come back where it kind of gets knocked down a little bit and has that fight to come back. But I haven't seen it to where it's like she's unfazed by a particular event and comes in just firing.
Well, look at this leaderboard. If we just chopped off, this is last year's, just chopped off Mal and Brooke Wells and Cara. Now look, we got
there's Emma Lawson
right there.
Right.
Your top three.
And Emma Lawson is most improved in that group.
And here's one thing
without a doubt.
To think about, all of these girls that you see on these lists that are going to be competing, that walk into the stadium, have a whole new swagger. Because all the girls above them are gone. Some of these other ones are gone. And it's wide open. So what that's going to do to their confidence level, especially the ones that know that they can make it up at the top, even with those other girls in there, it's going to skyrocket. And so that edge might be the difference between some of these vets that are like coming out going, hey, this lane, it's mine. It's
How weird is it that now they're not gunning for the same person that they've been gunning for years? It's like, wait, I got to think about you? I never had to think about you before. Shit. Now it matters? Damn it. Yeah, that'll be interesting. But like, I like those three. I like those three girls, where they fall, how they fall. I mean, I want to see some good competitions, and I hope that they have good races to be able to showcase some good competition.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this question. How about this? Laura Horvat, Danielle Brandon, Emma Carey, Emma Lawson, and Annie Thorsdottir. Of those five, when I tell you, when I say the word winner, whose name do you think?
Laura.
Oh, okay. I think Annie's. Not winner of the games, but just as a winner mentality. Still Laura?
Yeah. I
Annie's
do
got
like.
some
I like
dog
what
in
you're
her.
saying. I know 100%. And
I don't have her in my top four, but fuck, so that Bob just dropped her name, and I'm like, God, man, she is a problem.
Well, she is, and what she has is she's got like anger from the whole team thing last year. You know what I mean? So
I don't know what you mean, but tell me.
Well, I mean, I don't think
like
you
think she wasted it. She's feeling like fuck. I wasted my year with these three chumps.
Well, she wasn't the anchor.
Which could be good. Like who cares? Like if she, you know,
there were some very uncharacteristic.
I always knew I was the queen.
There were some very uncharacteristic facial expressions during the games last year of Annie that we just don't see. Anger, like drive when it doesn't get to be you on you having to do it. Do I think she'll be in there? Yeah, totally. Do I think she's gonna win? I don't think she'll win, but I think that like she's gonna be a wrench in the mix 100%. And the thing honestly, I think for Annie, I don't think she has any pressure on her to win, which is a great place for her to be.
If she wins or gets podium, it will put her in
be
a
one of the-
category all by herself. Like there'll be like
100%.
Tia, and then Annie will be down there just like what?
It'll be one of the greatest things that ever happened in
Yeah,
CrossFit. That
agree.
will be one of the greatest things ever to happen in CrossFit.
Especially for fans, right?
Yeah,
Have
absolutely.
a baby, comeback team, fuck you guys, get on podium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
regardless of who isn't there, the little asterisks that might be at that point doesn't matter. Like that's if you're looking at like the totality of the whole story. You know what I mean?
Right. Another would be if Katrin did it. If Katrin didn't make it 1 year, came back and won the games 2 years in a row, right?
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
look at
I don't
it.
think it'll happen, but yeah.
She didn't make it to the games last year. Hey, dude, you know what? She looks lean and mean. She looks lean and mean. She's probably ecstatic that Mal's gone. I mean, not outwardly.
Yeah.
But she's gonna have. She has got all the coaching staff to herself now. She obviously knows what a monster Mal is.
And it's not like those athletes are, like you were saying, like, excited that that particular person is gone or out. It's just the massive shakeup on the field just creates a ton of new energy and opportunity.
Yeah, I
So
think
I
that's
like
it. The
to take
opportunity
it
is massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has anyone ever interviewed Sam Quant? Has Sam Quant ever done an interview?
Didn't we have him on the show?
We did. No, no, you never have. I don't know why either. I love the guy. Hey, if that guy wins the games, I'm not like, oh fuck, where did he come from? Not in the slightest. I think he's totally fucking unpredictable and capable of some baddie shit.
I think what's cool about Sam is you've seen highs and lows, and you've heard like personal life stuff that you're having to deal with as you're going through all that stuff, and it can show just how much it will either propel your success that year or slap your success down and go the other way, just based on how you handle what's going on around you. That's been pretty crazy to see his ups and downs. It's nuts.
This dude can win an event at the games.
Yeah.
This dude can go out with the 30 fittest dudes in the world and fucking put it to him. So,
yeah.
I'm trying to get Roman on the show. We had him like a yes. And then we were trying to pull him onto the boat and fucking got away.
Broke the line.
Got away. He was nice. He said bye as he popped off the hook. But we had this motherfucker on. We had him. Damn, we had him.
That's funny.
But anyway, Medeiros is going to win the games anyway. It's not a there's no question. Like we're all excited because we saw Adler, but Medeiros is going to show up like 1% better than last year and freak us all out this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm. He's so fucking good.
He's going to freak us out. What about Knifer as a coach? Adam Knifer.
Yeah.
Totally. On parallel, 10 times to the games on a team. Got Ellie. Got that Trista girl. Got Mr. Medeiros. All happy-go-lucky and shit.
That's what I think's most interesting about him and what he's done with his athletes is that. So you take that and you compare that to HWPO and Matt. Like it's a completely, and this is something that you were talking about, Susan, is same story, but how do you present it? Because you don't look at Justin, and even though Justin was the wrestler, Justin doesn't have you don't see the football mentality, like the pick it up, pussy, quit being a little bitch and get going. I don't see that. I see those guys like giggling and laughing and like they're pushing hard, they're getting after it. But it's the presentation of what that phrase is, whatever that driving phrase, it's different, and it works well with his camp. I mean, I think it takes and that's what's interesting, that like these athletes have to find the right coach that matches up with them. Whether the coach is able to give that person a certain thing, and they got another person in the camp, give them another type of setup. But I mean, on the outside, it looks like Matt has one particular way that he would coach. not, Adam has another way that he
Yeah,
coaches.
yeah.
You have, Justin Kotler, the way he coaches, another sort of way, which is more like a father figure sort of setup, So everyone's got their way, and the athletes that thrive in those are the ones that they are the yin to that yang, and they need that particular thing for them to thrive. And you're right, man. Like, you watch Adam and Justin, you would think big brother, little brother. Not coach and athlete.
Adam's something special.
Right.
I wonder how much Ellie complicates that. And I don't mean
that'll
that,
be interesting. Yeah,
I don't mean
know.
that in a bad way, but it's not just it's Adam and Justin, and then you add Ellie, and now it's Adam and Ellie, and Adam and Justin and Ellie, and Ellie, Adam and Justin. I mean, the percentage wise, it got 400% more complex.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't know the sensitivities of someone. Like, you said something to Justin, then he repeats it to Ellie, and it's different than what Ellie heard that Justin told her. And the next thing you fucking know, like a speck of dust got in the fucking crankshaft and the fucking car blew up. I don't know cars, by the way. I don't know if that worked.
The crankshaft.
I don't know if that were piston. What are the things?
That works. Just go
Got
with
a
it.
piece of sand.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
It happened. The car blew up. It got fucked up.
Yeah, don't think it. I think that's 300%. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate you correcting me on the math. But it's real. But it's fucking real. These are fucking delicate cars. It's a Formula One race car going down the road is bad as shit until it hits a fucking 2-inch pothole. It's toast. So,
I would just, like, if it came down to any of these athletes wondering what they need to do, they just need to pull up your son Avi's Instagram, where you're asking him about, like, so when you're out there, are you scared? Well, you just got to do it. You just got to get out there and just gotta do it. Yeah, no, but your eyes, you were almost teary. You were almost crying. What are you feeling about that? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was kind of scared, but then I wasn't scared. But you go out, you just lose one, and you come back and win one. If you like it, you just keep doing it. If you don't, you just don't do it anymore.
Bill, when was the first time when was the first time you wrestled?
I started wrestling when I was 5. My first medal was at 5 years old in the 45-pound weight class.
And your dad put you in?
Awesome.
Yeah. I remember him asking me if I wanted to wrestle. I remember the conversation, which is crazy. And that was 50 years ago.
Do you find it fascinating, that story Medeiros told of losing his first 49 of 50 matches, or his mom someone told the story to us? Did you know that? His first 50 matches in high school wrestling, he won 1.
That's a lot of matches.
It's a fucking lot.
It's a lot to lose.
It's a lot to lose, but wouldn't give up. I mean, that's crazy, right?
I think that there's something about. I know a lot of kids that wrestle and have zero success in wrestling, but they stay in wrestling just because of what wrestling is. Like, even though maybe you're getting beat by everybody, you're still with a bunch of people that are kicking everybody's ass.
Right.
And every day, there's something primal. There's something primal and masculine.
You roll with the state champ, and it doesn't matter that still everyone out in Starbucks, you beat their ass.
Totally.
Even though you can't beat anyone's ass at the.
I mean, you're still like, there are other people that don't do what you do. They're afraid to do what you do. Mm-hmm. There's no way that they would do what you do, even though I'm the worst one that does it.
Yeah.
So there's still a level of pride with that. So I mean, I can see that. That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of fucking matches. I would have to I'd have to look into that one a little bit more.
He called bullshit on
that. maybe a little. Maybe a little.
Tales from an average gay CrossFitter, $9.99. They need to just work out and call it a day. Who?
I think he's referring to like the Ellie Justin dynamic.
Oh. I thought he was referring to us. Like, hey, just stop.
No.
Dude, an athlete is an athlete.
See,
is
that
all
they,
the time.
that pronoun, that throws me off every time. That they. That's the same weight class Sevan rocks now.
The 45-pound.
All right.
Oh, you should get on that juice like Hiller is, man. Little CA hormones in your life, Sevan.
Did you see how big fucking Hiller is? Did you see his most recent video?
Dude,
have you seen?
Freaking jacked.
Have you seen it? Yeah, I know. It's.
Do you see the very end? Very, 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 very end.
No, I was listening to it in my car. Let me see, pull it up. He makes it so tempting. God. Oh my God. Every morning I could just put on my toe spacers
There you go.
and put a shot in my ass. Oh my God.
And a nipple ring in your nipple.
No.
You're good, and you're good to go.
And his tattoo.
It's just the puncturing a hole in yourself. I don't see how that I want to know the hey, the peptides thing that comes, is it a pill? Yeah, pill. No. No, it's not a pill. Maybe it's both. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a great question. Bill, do you take any supplements
Just like creatine.
every day religiously?
Yeah.
Did you take a certain brand or just a
No, nothing special.
any pre-workout, any like super crazy caffeine?
No.
Oh yeah, I did see this. Yes, I did see this. I
Yeah.
like it. Hey, he did a podcast with this dude, the Tales from an Average Gay CrossFitter.
Yeah,
And
I
he
saw some
looks
of that.
huge in that. He's sitting in his chair and he's just like, hey, do you know what he's doing here, Bill? If you haven't seen this video, he's basically saying, this is what I look like clean on CrossFit, and this is what I look like juiced to the gills. Now he's saying, compare this to athletes before and after pictures.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bold statement. It's
Yeah,
pretty.
it is. I love that he's like, honestly, I love that he's doing it.
You
And
do.
then,
Because like everything else has always been speculation. And he's the first one to be like, well, all right, here it is.
yeah.
I think it's fucking great.
He's a great CrossFitter, right?
He's a good CrossFitter.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's a great experiment. Sevan, it's a suppository. Oh.
Anyhow, that's how that video ended.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Bill Grundler for coming on. Let us run this test. Thank you for everyone for coming on in the middle of the afternoon, 2:02. Mr. Souza, thank you. We will be back here in 3 hours and 58 minutes. And sitting where Bill Grundler is sitting will be the great Danielle Brandon. Bye-bye.